Hey everyone, Live It Like Lisa here. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another weekend vlog. It is the weekend again. It was my rostered day off yesterday actually, and me and Jessie headed up to Port and I didn't vlog. I was in two minds. I'm like, I should vlog because whenever we leave the house, it's surely more exciting than being at home all the time. But we just wanted to spend the day together and not have to worry about the camera, so I didn't end up vlogging. We went to the Kendall thrift store first and I dropped off everything that was left in my entryway. So anything that didn't sell, I just dropped it all off at the Kendall thrift store, which made me feel so good. I got rid of so much stuff, like my whole entryway, all just donated. And it was funny because I said to Jess, oh, do you want to have a look here while we're here, just have a quick look around. I saw quite a lot of the stuff that I had donated was actually on the shelves in the store. Because I think I donated a couple of boxes of stuff was it last week or the week before? Might have been 2 weeks ago. And they got a heap more stuff from me yesterday, like bed sheets and vases and decor pieces. Just donated it straight to the thrift store and God, it felt good. It just feels good that it's out of the house, out of sight, out of mind. I'm not even going to think about it ever again. And while we were up there, we thought I'll just have a quick look in the store. And you know what? I've just lost all interest in buying stuff. I was looking around the store at stuff that would normally catch my eye and I'd think, oh my God, I need to bring this home with me. And then I'd look at it and go, do I really need it at home? Like, what purpose do I have for this? And I realize I just have no purpose. So that whole desire of buy, and filling my house up with stuff is just totally gone. It's good. It's really good. It means my house is not going to get cluttered again. So I hope it stays that way. But I think once I've gotten rid of everything in my house, I may then go around to thrift stores and maybe buy certain pieces that I'm gonna intentionally give a makeover to and resell. So I might get into something like that later on, but at the moment we've just got so much of our own stuff that I want to get rid of that I just don't really want to bring any more into the house right now. But yeah, maybe in the future I'll do some like decor flips and stuff like that and just maybe make a little bit of pocket money on the side doing that sort of thing. So after we dropped off all the stuff at Kendall, we then headed up to Port. So I had a couple of people picking up stuff that had sold on Marketplace from Port. So we dropped all those off to the people. And then we had a quick look in Big W. I didn't buy anything really fancy in Big W, but I just did buy myself a hair straightener because I'm growing my hair out again. I think I'm going to let it grow long again and just see. Especially now that winter's coming up, it's a lot easier to grow my hair long because I just hate having my hair on the back of my neck. It makes me feel really hot. But with winter coming, I figured, well, maybe it's a great time to actually give my hair a go and let it grow long again. So yeah, you'll probably see my hair looking a bit feral over the next few months until it gets out of that weird stage and starts to actually grow. So I bought myself a new hair straightener just so that I can, you know, try and style it. I've never been any good at styling hair or doing hair or anything like that. So yeah, I did get the straightener just to try some things with it. I don't know. And I don't know if you've noticed while I've been talking to you, but do you notice my eyebrows look a little bit different? I couldn't wait the month. I know I said in my last vlog I was gonna wait a month and then get my eyebrows laminated and my eyelashes curled and tinted and all that, but I couldn't wait. We ended up selling one of the bed sets from Mike's mum's house. I think we sold it for about $200. And I knew getting my eyebrows and eyelashes done was going to be around the $200 mark. So I thought, oh, I've got some cash in my hands now. I should get it done before that cash gets spent on groceries or something useless. So I ended up, yeah, going in. I'll show you a bit of a close-up. I ended up going in and getting my eyebrows laminated. And I don't know if you can really notice on camera. It's very noticeable to me in person, but I got my eyelashes curled and tinted as well, so there's no mascara or anything on them yet. You're supposed to not wet your face, like not wet your eyelashes or eyebrows for 48 hours preferable after you get it done. So I didn't want to put any makeup straight on my eyes or eyebrows. I've got a bit of foundation on at the moment, but yeah, just I haven't got anything on my eyes or eyebrows. So yeah, I'm super happy with my eyelashes. I absolutely love them because this eyelash or this eye, all the eyelashes here used to sort of sit downwards, like they used to actually point downwards and you could barely see I've got eyelashes, but now they're kind of like sitting a lot more like curled up. I absolutely love this. I'm definitely going to be doing this on a regular basis. Like, I really love the look. The brow lamination, now when I first got it done, they were so much thicker and a bit too much for my taste. She did them beautifully. I absolutely loved it because my eyebrows before getting it done, they were so sparse and patchy, and she's actually managed to make them look full again, which I absolutely love. But with the brow lamination, I think it's a way of straightening your eyebrow hairs and brushing them upwards, and then putting a solution on that keeps them in that upwards direction so that it, you know, it makes your eyebrows look thicker and bushier. Now, when they first did it on me, don't get me wrong, I loved it, but it was a little bit too much for my personal taste. They were a little bit too thick for my liking. So what I've done is I've just brushed them down a little bit, like sort of so that they're not sticking right up. I've sort of brushed them across so that they're a little bit more tame. And yeah, but I'm really happy with the fact that they're a lot like more filled in now. And these are going to be a work in progress, because what I've been doing, every time I find a grey hair, I'd be plucking it out. And she said, oh no, don't do that, because those hairs might never grow back and you'll end up with like really thin patchy eyebrows. So she goes, just leave your eyebrows, don't touch them, don't pluck anything. And over the next few months, I'm going to just go back to her, and she's going to do the threading instead of the waxing as well. She's going to do the threading and then eventually get my eyebrows to be growing thicker naturally. So I probably won't get the brow lamination done again. I'm just going to get her just to do the threading to keep the shape, and then hopefully have the rest of the eyebrow hairs grow in and fill in those gaps. I'll be super happy with that. That was my experience in getting brow lamination and my eyelashes curled. I was super stoked. I'm really happy with them. So I finally got thick filled in eyebrows, and that's without any penciling. I haven't even penciled them in and anything. So yeah, definitely worth a try if you have really sort of thin patchy eyebrows and you want them to look a little bit thicker. It's definitely worth a try. Yeah, we had a nice day together, and I wanted to say a big shout out to Beverly, who came up and said hello in Settlement City. So a big hello to you, Beverly. It was really nice meeting you yesterday. And it turns out Beverly actually lives in the same village my dad does. Like, what's the chances? I think she said she saw Michael doing a drone video over the top of the village, and she actually recognized the village in the video. So yeah, it's such a small world really when you think about it. It was like, yeah, such a coincidence. So lovely meeting you, and thank you for coming up and saying hi. And yeah, so that was our day in Port. So today what I have on the cards is I've pretty much got all my cleaning and everything done. I will have to probably clean the kitchen because Jamie's made everyone breakfast this morning. So there's no doubt going to be mess that needs to be cleaned up in the kitchen. So we'll go and do that. And then what I want to do today is I've pulled out a few pieces of decor items from my decor cupboard that I want to give makeovers to and resell. So I'll be doing a little bit of that in this vlog as well. I've got washing to do. I want to pull all my Easter decor out now because I want to sort through that and see if there's anything I want to get rid of, and then get that listed prior to Easter coming. So I'll be doing that today. That's 15 minutes of this vlog, just me sat here telling you what I'm going to do. So let's get up and do some of it. So I'm in my craft room, and these are all the pieces that I've pulled out of my decor cupboard to give a makeover to. We're going to be doing some of this today. This glass one, I'm not sure what to do with. I'm not sure. I'm definitely getting rid of it. I don't have a place for it in my house. I just don't know whether I should just sell it as a glass bowl or give it a makeover and paint it. I don't know. You know what I might do? I might list it as is, and if it doesn't sell, then I'll give it a makeover. That might be the best of both worlds then. So yes, this is all stuff that is going to be leaving my house, and we're going to be giving some of this stuff a makeover in order to, you know, make it a little bit more appealing and to sell online. So for the majority, I'm going to just start by giving them a coat of white chalk paint, because white chalk paint's always a good base to start with. It will allow anything else that you want to paint on top to stick a lot better as well. So that's what we're going to do. Some of them need a little bit of a clean out, like this one, that one in there. So I'm going to give them all a good clean first. I've got to get all this candle wax in the bottom of those ones. So I'm going to give them all a good clean first, and then we are going to give them one coat of white chalk paint, let them dry, and then we'll do some makeovers with them after that. I'm going for probably like a French country farmhouse vibe to a lot of these. So it's going to be that white French country look to them. Yeah, so that's what I'm thinking I'm doing with these ones, because that sort of look tends to sell quite quickly as well. Alright, so I've given them their first coat of, well, look, we're just going to use the crap chalk paint to our advantage. I definitely didn't get the mix right with that. It's not how it should look. It shouldn't be grainy like that, but I think I'm going to just use that to my advantage and give these a more textured, concrete-y kind of look to them. I mean, not really a concrete, but just a more of a textured look. So I'm just going to leave all those to dry now. They're probably going to need a couple more coats. I'm just going to use up the rest of that shitty chalk paint. I think I've just not mixed it correctly, or it's just old. It's definitely not the way it should look. But yeah, I'm just going to use the rest of it up to give those items a base coat, and then I'll mix up some fresh chalk paint, and yeah, we'll go from there. Probably won't finish them today, obviously, because I need time to dry now, at least overnight, and I'll do another coat tomorrow. So yeah, let's get stuck into the kitchen now. It's nearly dinner time. Well, it's like 3:30, 4 o'clock already, so I still haven't cleaned up the kitchen. So let me set you up somewhere and we'll start cleaning up the kitchen. This is the state of it. It's really grotty actually today. There's stuff all over the counter. The floors are grotty. Stuff needs to be cleaned. The stove top is just terrible. That was egg. Oh my God, look at my stove. Look at the splashback. Can you even see? I don't even know if it's coming off on camera. I can't see it through the lens, but my God. Oh, there you go. You can see the reflection there. Jesus Christ. So yeah, we've got a bit of cleaning to do today. We're having chicken rotisserie on the barbecue today with some salad. So we're not going to be using the kitchen and messing it up again as such. So I'm going to give it a really good clean, and hopefully it'll stay that way till tomorrow at least. Let me get my big tripod and put you guys somewhere. Like I was saying before, we're having rotisserie chicken today on the barbecue. So I'm just preparing the chicken now. We've got a massive chicken here. It's amazing. This was from Coles. So I'm just rubbing a bit of oil all over the chicken, and then I've got some chicken grill rub seasoning that I'm going to try out today. I don't think I've used this before myself, so oh, that smells good. So the grill rub I'm using is this Stone Mill chicken barbecue grill rub. I've no idea where this came from. Aldi it came from. So we got this a while ago. I'm just going to let that sit for 10 minutes before we put it on the barbecue. So the other thing I wanted to make today is I see a lot on American vloggers and YouTubers and whatever. They have a mix, like a seasoning mix called Everything But the Bagel. And it's like a mix of different sesame seeds and poppy seeds and that sort of thing that you can basically sprinkle on anything, like avocado on toast or your bagel with cream cheese, whatever you want. Like it's like a pretty much an all-purpose seasoning that you can put on anything. And we can't actually get that here in Australia. So I found a recipe online to make my own. So I wanted to give that a go and just see what the whole fuss is about with this seasoning mix. I mean, it's not anything you actually need to make. It's just putting a whole heap of ingredients together in a jar. So I found this recipe here. There's probably different ones that you can use, but this one I found online. It's 1.5 tablespoons of poppy seeds, 2 tablespoons of white sesame seeds, 1 tablespoon of black sesame seeds, 1.5 tablespoons of dried minced garlic, 1.5 tablespoons of dried onion flakes, and 2 tablespoons of flaked sea salt or coarse sea salt. So that's basically all there is to it. And you just mix all that together in a jar and it's ready to go. I'm just going to put it in this jar here that I have some sesame seeds in already. So I'm just going to tip them out and then I'll measure them to go back in again. So what do we need first? 1.5 tablespoons of poppy seeds. So I've got my poppy seeds here. When in doubt, just improvise. So that's one, and that could have been a disaster. So 1.5 tablespoons of poppy seeds, 2 tablespoons of white sesame seeds. I'll get all of this first. Oh God, this is turning out to be a disaster. One, 2 of sesame seeds, 1 tablespoon of black sesame seeds. These you can get from Coles if you're in Australia here. Never had black sesame seeds before. Didn't even know they existed until I had to make this recipe. 1 tablespoon of black sesame seeds. Oh, they look fancy. There. What else? 1.5 tablespoon of dry minced garlic. Oh, what's dry minced garlic? Would it be this? I don't know, garlic granules? Let's try that. I like garlic anyway, so it won't matter to me. 1.5 of those. What else? 1.5 of dry onion flakes. I have a feeling I'm going to be obsessed with this. 1.5, yep. Dry onion flakes. And last but not least, 2 teaspoons of sea salt. So I've got the flaked sea salt here. Okay, and that's it. Hopefully that all fits in there. Oh my God, couldn't be any more perfect. Have a look at that. So that one goes on there, this one goes on here. And then you just mix all that together and there's your everything but the bagel seasoning mix. I'll let you know what I think once I try it. It looks fancy. So yeah, I think just give it a good shake so it's all mixed up. And then you can put that on some toast. I have a feeling I'm gonna like this. But yeah. I'll have to relabel it now, take off my sesame seeds. There we go. You guys in America, does it look anything like this? I don't even know what it looks like if I'm honest, but does it look similar to that? It smells good. So I've got all the chicken ready to go on the rotisserie and kitchen's clean. I think I'm just gonna paint my nails now because they really need it. They were really scrappy in today's vlog. Mike's just getting the barbecue going. That's what that noise is blowing. It's got the hot air blower on it. So yeah, I'm just gonna paint my nails. I've got this color today by Sinful Colors. It is the color called All Jokes Aside. That was one of the ones that I bought in my haul a little while ago. And I'm just going to watch an episode of, I've moved on my Turkish series. I haven't finished Early Bird, which I think it's called Daydreamer. I don't know, so it's İkinci Kuş or something like that in Turkish, but some people are translating it as Early Bird and some people are translating it as Daydreamer, so whichever one. I watched the first 100 episodes on the YouTube channel that I was watching it from, and there's still more to go, but they haven't uploaded any more yet. So I've moved on to a new series. I've just finished Donule. I hate trying to pronounce all these Turkish words because I know I'm butchering them. I just finished Donule, which I think translates to Moonlight. I've just finished that series. That was really good. That had the same guy in it, Yan Yaman. So yeah, that had him in it, and that was really good actually. I really enjoyed that. It had a bit of a 50 Shades vibe to it. I mean, obviously not all the crazy sex stuff, but just that he's like very orderly businessman and all that sort of thing. So yeah, it had sort of that vibe to it. And I'm just starting a new one now, which I think is called Yanlis or something, which I think translates to Mr. Wrong. So I've just pretty much started watching episode 1 yesterday. So I'm gonna watch an episode of that while I do my nails, and then yeah, I'll show you how the rotisserie's going once we get it on there. Here's our rotisserie going. It smells delicious already. It's only just been put in. Are we allowed to take the lid off and have a look? Oh, you can smell the chilies.
Only
like
once.
Cooking.
If you're looking, you're not cooking.
Oh, if you're looking, you're not cooking. Have a look at that. Delicious.
See the chilies on top of the charcoal?
Oh, show me. Oh, look at that. I got some chilies on top of the charcoal and everything. I'll let that cook now. Looks good. Have a look at our pumpkin patch. Can you see? It's swallowed. Where am I going? Hold on, I'll zoom in. I'm not going to walk over there because I've got no shoes on. It's already swallowed the first tree and it's making its way over to the second tree now. So yeah, that's mostly pumpkins left now. I think the watermelon one has sort of died off, but yeah, I think there's heaps of pumpkins still growing there, so that's good. Poor next door neighbour's dog is stressing because they've left him home by himself, and he gets stressed. He's just barking like that non-stop all day until they come home. Poor little guy. They should leave him in the house. I don't even know if they know. Not put him down. I don't even know if she realises he gets stressed when they leave, but they should put him in the house. It would make him feel a little bit better, I think.
Yeah, he probably eats the bloody house.
Oh, he might do too. I don't know.
Those little dogs are stupid.
Poor little guy. Anyway, it's a beautiful day today. It's nice and cool. I'll have nice chicken ready in about 4 hours. So we'll be good to go.
Yeah, a while, I think.
Hey guys! Pest. Our chicken is finally ready. How good does this look? Oh my god, I can't wait to crack it all open. So I'll actually cut it all up now and then I'll show you guys what it looks like. And we're just pairing it off with a huge salad over there. And I think I'm going to try out my everything but the bagel seasoning over it all.
I decided I wanted to film Mother destroying the beautiful chicken.
Hopefully
the lighting is awful.
I think it's cooked.
Oh yeah. Have a look at that. We're just going to massacre it.
We're just going to murder it.
Yeah. So this is tonight's dinner. I have just broken up some pieces of chicken in a big salad and I've used a heap of the everything but the bagel seasoning over it. It is a winner. This seasoning is delicious, guys. Definitely give it a go. Our family is addicted and I'm just so looking forward to getting stuck into this dinner. Well, Jessie's got the bug. Only instead of white chalk paint, it's black chalk paint. Black like your soul. So Jessie's giving her desk a makeover, and I said, well, if she wants to do it, she's got to do it herself, and here we are. Good job, lady. It's going to turn out pretty good.
Proud of me yet?
So we're going from a we're going from a white chalk painted desk. Are you going to paint the inside of the drawers as well, or are you going to leave them?
Don't know.
See how you feel, because you'll probably be sick of painting by the time you get to the drawers.
Well, the drawers, the inside you can do later.
Yeah, so
do this, then we get rid of that and put the other thing.
what are we going to do for the insert? You're going to keep the insert the wood grain? Yeah, okay.
I like
the
that.
insert?
So yeah.
To the left of my door.
She's got the chalk painting furniture makeover bug. It's going to be Live It Like Jessie. No, we've got to come up with a better name.
Yeah, because that was awful.
Yeah. Jazz It Up with Jessie.
I like that.
Jazz It Up with Jessie.
I think it's going to look alright with that insert that she's got.
Well, she's not going to school anymore.
So what else?
And she's not working, so I thought, well...
I'm sort of working.
Well, yeah, you are actually. You got a little bit of a part-time thing going on, but I thought, well, she may as well be doing something productive with the days.
Well, produce something
And-
that's going to get you somewhere.
Yeah, and then it's going to be something you can say, well, I did that, and it actually feels really good to actually to say, yep, I've done that myself.
That's why I want to put together the frozen and then build my own house.
Yeah,
That'll be cool.
it'll be good. Doing a good job, lady. Very proud of you.
You should be.
Good morning, everyone. It is Sunday. It's a new day. I'm back in my craft room and I'm going to give the rest of these things another coat of white chalk paint. I'm actually going to show you how you can make your own chalk paint for those of you that might be new to my channel or haven't seen numerous furniture makeovers that I've done in my lifetime. Creepy child. Do you like Jessie's new hat? She just bought a new hat from Rivers.
I didn't know if that was a good view.
No, that's a better view. I like it. Looks nice. I did my nails. I've already chipped one. Oh, why isn't it focusing? Because your head, it wants your head.
Because my head's better.
So yeah, I love that colour. It's actually a really nice colour. Did my nails. Got some makeup on today because today I was allowed to wash my face. So got my eyebrows did. Got my eyelashes on. So
Eyebrows did.
Got my eyebrows did. That's what they say.
I did my nails too.
Did you? Oh, yeah.
Lovely.
Grotty. A bit grotty. So, where was I? What was I talking about?
No idea. You're
Oh.
talking about your eyelashes.
No, I wasn't. Chalk paint. Yeah, so for those of you that are new to my channel or you haven't seen all of my furniture makeovers, pretty much my whole house has been chalk painted. So I'm pretty good at making my own chalk paint by now. It's a lot cheaper than buying like a small tin of chalk paint, and making your own chalk paint doesn't limit you to certain colors. Like you can get whatever color wall paint you can have that color chalk paint. So I'll show you a really quick and easy way that you can make your own. And yeah, we'll start off by just finishing, giving all of these items either their second coat. I've still got a few bigger items on the floor that I haven't given a coat of chalk paint yet, because I wasn't, like, if you can see this one, try and get it so my head's not in the way. I wasn't keen on the texture of this chalk paint for certain items. For these items, I don't actually mind. I just ran with it because I actually, this one's probably a better example if you can see it. I really like the texture that the crappy chalk paint gave to these. These still need a few more coats, so I'm going to go over them again. I actually used it to my advantage, even though it wasn't a good mix. It was either old chalk paint that was going off, or I just didn't get the mix right or something. So yeah, I'm going to show you how to do it properly because I didn't measure anything yesterday either, so that's probably half the problem. So basically all you need for homemade chalk paint is some plaster of Paris. So you know the little white mold things that kids get in craft kits, that sort of plaster of Paris, that's all you're gonna need. So yeah, I bought a huge bag of it. I think I bought about a 5 kilo bag off eBay maybe 10 years ago, and I've still got a heap left because you only need 1/3 of a cup per 1 cup of paint. So what you're going to do is you're going to get 1/3 of a cup of plaster of Paris and mix that with 1/3 of a cup of water. Mix it in a separate container so that it's all smooth, all the lumps are out, it's not grainy or anything like that. Just keep mixing it till it's nice and smooth. It's not going to be thick, it'll be just like a watery paint, like a watery texture, but just mix it all in till it's nice and smooth. Then add 1 cup of your paint color, whatever color you like. Add 1 cup of paint to that mix, and then give it a really good mix around. And you'll find that that will just thicken up the regular wall paint, and it'll just stick to anything. So it's just a super quick, super easy, and yeah, sky's your limit with chalk paint colors then. So I just normally get little sample pots, either this size sample pot, or if I'm doing a bigger project, I'll get this is only 100 ml sample pot, but if I'm doing bigger projects, I'll get like a 500 ml sample pot, which is only about $5 or $6 from Bunnings or any sort of hardware store. So that's 2 cups of paint color you have there, or make 2 batches, and you can double it as well. So if you want to use the whole amount of the 500 ml paint, just double your quantity of plaster of Paris. So put 2/3 of a cup of plaster of Paris and 2/3 of a cup of water, mix that together, and then pour 500 ml of paint into that, and it will make a double batch. So I normally, because I'm doing smaller projects, I'll normally stick to just 1 cup, and then I just usually put it in like a Chinese container, or if I've got any spare ones of these lying around, I'll put whatever's left in that. And it stores quite a bit, like it stores for a few months. It may go a little bit hard or pasty over time. If you mix a tiny little bit of water or a tiny little bit of extra paint with it, it may smooth out again. But yeah, I normally try and just make what I'm going to use on the day and then just chuck the rest. So yeah, let's make some chalk paint and get some of this stuff, another coat of paint on it. So yeah, let's start. Okay, so this is what I've got left of my plaster of Paris mix. Like I said, it came in like a big 3 or 5 kilo bag. So I've got my 1/3 cup of plaster of Paris in my Chinese container. I'm just going to add some water. Okay, so I've got my mix here, just giving it a good mix. Just make sure you get all the lumps out so it's nice and smooth and not lumpy. And especially, like, do not add your plaster of Paris to the paint and then add your water to the paint. Definitely don't do it that way. Do it this way, where you mix your plaster of Paris first and then add your paint. Because if you add your plaster of Paris to the paint, you're just going to get big lumps. It doesn't sort of blend smoothly. So that's it there. And like I said, it's not going to be a thick paste while it's like this, but it will thicken up the paint. Kind of like cornstarch, you know, when you mix cornstarch and water, you've got that like watery mixture, but then when you add it to a sauce or something like that, it thickens it up. That's kind of the same principle. Okay, so that's pretty good there. It's pretty watery. Now for the paint, I just like to use white. So I've just got the cheapest ceiling paint. I have used, like I do normally use wall paint. I find it's a little bit better than ceiling. Like I think the wall paints are a bit more pigmented and a bit thicker, whereas the ceiling paints I think are a little bit thinner. So yeah, once this one's used up, I think I'm just going to go back to just a regular wall paint. But we just wanted something quick and easy. Get a one cup scoop. The ratio of plaster of Paris and water is pretty important. It's got to be even, like, you know, the same quantity. But if you add a bit more paint or anything like that, it's not going to matter. Okay, and then just give this a good mix now. And don't worry if the colour of the plaster of Paris is like a grey tone. By the time you mix your white all the way through, it'll be fine. And then, see, I don't know if you can see that, but see how it's thickened up the paint quite a bit? I don't know if you can see from this one. Don't want to mess up a big thing, but like that paint's quite runny. Whereas this one's actually, it's almost like a kind of like toothpaste. You can see there, it's all still nice and white and thickening up nicely. So that then will just stick to everything. And I'm going to coat the rest of this stuff now in this nice smooth mix of chalk paint. That's how it should have looked, not grainy like the other one. So I'm just showing you quickly here how I'm just painting the decor pieces that I'm giving makeovers to. I will be doing a separate video on these as well, showing you in more detail what I'm doing and then how I end up decorating them in the end. But yeah, so if those that are interested, there'll be a completely separate video on these as well. So be on the lookout for that if that's what you like. All right, so I've finished giving all of my pieces either their first coat or second coat. These aren't going to be done for at least another week. Stuff like this takes time because you've got to wait for it all to dry. I don't know how those TV shows do those home makeovers like overnight when, I mean, half the paint wouldn't even be dry overnight. But anyway, I'll show you what we're looking like now. So I've given all the pieces at least their first coat, and some of them have got their second coat. And this one, I'm really loving the way that's turning out. I think I'm just going to add a little bit of a darker neutral color to that just to give it a bit of highlight, and then I'm going to call that one done. I really like the way that looks. And don't worry when you're doing stuff like this if your first coat looks really patchy and sketchy. Once you get your second, and if you need a third coat on, it starts to look really good. So yeah, they're all just gonna sit and dry overnight now. And so I think we'll go and check out what Jessie's up to. I'll show you her new desk in her room. She's slowly getting all herself organized, looking so good. Have a look at her new desk. Well, not her new desk, her made-over desk, the one that she was painting the other day. Well, I inserted footage of her painting it in yesterday's vlog, but she actually did this, when was that? About a week ago, wasn't it? So it's been sitting in her room now. So we've still got the same insert on the top, the wood grain. And yeah, she's done such a good job of that. And you even painted all the inside. Is there anything private in here? She even painted all the inside of the drawers black as well, because they used to be purple. And yeah, I think she's actually painted it better than I've ever painted it. Finally entering the chalk paint realm. Done her pretty much her first big piece of furniture makeover, wasn't it?
And on the chair.
Oh yeah, and we've got an antique looking chair from Ormy's place that she's using now instead, so that's quite good. But yeah, her room's coming along. She's still got a bit of organising to do. She's got her Harley Quinn poster up there. We've taken all the other posters down. We're just going to take the screws out of the wall. And yeah, she's getting all her room set up exactly how she wants it now. Very proud of you, lady. It's looking good. Let's go see what the father's doing. I think he's doing some work in his YouTube room today. We'll see what he's up to.
Nothing. Cleaning up your mess.
My mess? Oh, the way all the shelves used to be. Here's Mike's man cave. Sorting out his man cave. Painting all his shelves up. You finally got all the contact off.
Yes.
Let's have a look. Oh, they're looking good actually already. That's really good paint, that, you know. It doesn't leave any brush strokes or anything. It's really, really good. I like it. So yeah, he's giving those shelves a makeover to match the desk makeover that he's done. So everyone's doing productive work. Just having a little bit of lunch. I'm having the leftover salad from yesterday, and I've just cracked open a tin of mackerel in brine, and I've just put about half the tin in there. So it's like kind of like a tuna salad, but with mackerel. And I sprinkled a crap ton of that everything but the bagel mix on it. Everyone in the family loves it. We're all addicted to it. Well guys, I think I'm gonna finish the vlog off here. I hadn't picked up the camera for the rest of the day. I'll show you what we're having for dinner. We have a little pork steak, and we've got some different kinds of rissoles. So I just had like half of each of the different ones to give them a try. And then we've got a big salad, which again, show me the seed mix, Jess. We're gonna be throwing on some of our everything but the bagel seasoning, and you can see how much has already been eaten. That whole thing was full yesterday. So yeah, we're definitely loving that mix. Highly recommend. So that's dinner tonight. I hope you've enjoyed this vlog, guys. I'm planning on vlogging a little bit throughout the week, and then do like a snippets of the week style vlog and release that next week. So I'll be a little bit like a week ahead with that one. And hopefully I'll finish off the rest of those DIY makeovers and get that video out to you guys as well. And yeah, hope you guys have a lovely week, and I will see you next weekend. Thanks for watching.